It's really cool. It's really neat being in somebody else's head. I think that I definitely get, like, the minute you come to, like, your world is like all over, and very much your world. Is to where the objects stood in relationship to the painting. Were the objects made to be painted, or were the objects in the paintings on the same foot? Why paint them? Why not have them just be objects? Those were thoughts that just twirled around in my head when you said that.
I don't think I've ever had a sensation where I was looking at a sculpture and I felt compelled to go make something.
You know,
but I've had the sensation of looking at a model, like those architectural models at Yale, like that would be around. Those things would just get me so excited.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but there's something different about a model because it's not the final object. And your imagination, there's space for your imagination where, you know, it would get me going. It would just turn me on, and I wanted to make something.
Yeah.
So I think of these as models to make paintings from, but I think what turns me on about them can turn other people on. Do you know what I mean? It gets your imagination going. That's what they're designed to do, and they work that way.
Yeah. What are you doing with this one?
This is the message in a bottle set. When I had this idea to make these paintings, I wanted to use...
Where's the green coming from? What's just the glass? Did you have those cast?
I wanted, when I had this idea, like, all right, I'm going to make paintings of these messages in a bottle that Abdul was leaving in space. I thought, okay, am I going to make a bottle or what? And I started doing a lot of research on bottles, and I love this bottle. It's from, they started making them in like 1815, and they're called Hamiltons, and they stopped making them around the 1890s, and they were for seltzer water, and they were pointy on the bottom so that you couldn't stand it up, and the idea was that it would have to lay down, it would keep the cork wet, and the carbonation wouldn't escape.
Oh, wow.
So it's, I love the idea of something that is sci-fi, but it's also retro. It's like, this is a sci-fi idea of this alien leaving a message in a bottle in space, but it's also this bottle from 1880 that Cezanne made a drink out of.
Oh, cool. Right.
I like that it's implying the future, but it's really old. You know, it's ancient and new.
Yeah, it looks like you might have designed it maybe yourself.
Yeah, I've been making these paintings. I made this small one kind of works, this little one, I think.
Yeah, I like that painting a lot.
I have another one going that's not, let's see, these are different ones. These are like, you know, I was telling you earlier about how at one point I decided I just did not want to be a still life painter. And I came kind of back around and decided I do want to be a still life painter. Like, I want to make still life paintings. I want to make a new kind of still life painting, you know what I mean? Where, like, I'm making my objects the same way that they made those things for Star Wars, but I'm using them as still life objects.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the demo. This is a rough painting. It's not anywhere near done, but.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
I'm still working on this one. I'm trying to figure out how to paint the stars.
That's a way to figure it out.
Yeah. I figure I'll turn it around and not look at it for a while, and then maybe I'll figure it out. The little one is better.
Yeah.
I gotta get what's going on in the little one into the bigger one.
Yeah, the little one, I really like the little one a lot.
Yeah. But this big one is far from done.
It is kind of like, it's a thing of scale. It's weird. I mean, it'd be interesting to see when you finish it, if it has to do with the rendering or if it has to do with just the nature of the scale of the bottle.
Yeah, you can see I'm blowing it up from, I'm interested in that idea of not painting what I'm looking at to scale.
You ever take photographs of these things?
Never.